mean, we're here to get an education, and this is something none of us know anything about, so we're definitely all learning.
Yeah, this was the biggest learning curve of my entire college, theater career. Hello, I'm Bree. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm the director.
Hi, I'm the mysterious person that's been off the side. I'm Sarah. I'm the stage manager, and I also use she, her pronouns.
I'm Sam. I was one of the translators, and I'm playing the chorus leader, and I use he, him pronouns.
I'm MJ. I use they, them, and he, him pronouns, and I am one of 2 assistant stage managers for the show.
So there's 2 works that are being worked on now. The one that the 4 of us are a part of is called Antigone, and it's a radio show. And the second one is called the Pandemic Theater Project, that is run by one of our professors, Aaron Snook, and it's just exploring the work of, I'm pretty sure All My Sons by Arthur Miller in a pandemic microscope, basically.
So by radio drama, we mean it's going to be in an audio format. We're not staging it out in a theater like a traditional play. So we are going to record it over microphones and release it as sort of like a podcast type thing. That's sort of what audio dramas are.
So first of all, our first 3 weeks of rehearsal have been completely online only. So we've been using Zoom format. And then once we get into the physical theater area, we will only be bringing in the people who are in those specific scenes, which limits it to about 5 people, or 5 actors, plus director, stage manager, and 3 assistants. So that limits it to about 8 to 10 people in the space at a time. University has also been very kind and gotten us these recording booths, these guard plexiglass things that people will be able to stand behind and keep us away from it. So those are the biggest 2 things that we're doing to keep everybody safe. Did I miss anything?
Each actor is going to have their own mic and mic stand, and we're going to wipe them down in between. And they'll also have face shields and their masks, and lots of hand sanitizer.
Oh yeah, bathing in the hand sanitizer.
Keeping it clean.
I've never acted before this, so I don't have a good frame of reference. It's different from the way I imagine doing it in person is, and I think we were talking about this one of the last times we had rehearsals. It's all going to sound different when it's in person. We're working with a voice coach to really nail how we want our characters to sound, and getting the right sound. Part of it's just the way it sounds over Zoom, and also it's harder to talk loudly when you're in a dorm. My RA is right across my wall, so I feel self-conscious, and that's definitely a factor. So yeah, it's harder in some ways, but I do like seeing everybody's faces. It's just cool to... It does foster a sense of doing this all together, which is really neat.
I'm not acting in this project, but a lot of what we talk about in theater is connecting with a space and connecting with one another, and it's very hard to do that virtually with technical issues take you out of it, the fact that you are sitting in a chair with a screen in front of you. There's so many distractions in your room or distractions in your life that is hard to step away from. Which is one of the things I really love about theater, is that you can just go into that space and ignore the rest of it. So it's hard to not have that.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that I miss the absolute most about being in person is the bond. I think the bond that actors have, watching the bond that actors have when they're meeting like in a location is a lot different than when we're all online. Because when we're all online and we take this 5-minute break, everyone turns off their turns off the camera and like goes away. And like when you've got a 5-minute break in the theater, previously it was like we were all kind of stuck together. So we all kind of formed this one unit bond where it was like you became really close with your cast members, and like you got to know your director and your stage manager because you all kind of had to stay in this space together. And now we're kind of like losing that a little bit. Hopefully we'll regain it a little bit when we go back in person, just like 6 feet apart, mask, face shields, all of the necessities. But that's so far what we really miss.
Follow our Instagram, Theater UNCA, because that's where we will post about the premiere and whatnot.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of our information will be there.
Yep.
A lot of things are still up in the air because we're still learning how to do this.
Yeah.